What's going on, America? How you doing today? Hope we're having a great day today and knocking it out or resting up, whatever. Doesn't, whatever you feel like you need to do today, go ahead and do it. I mean, you don't need people's permission. My name is Michael Tomlinson. I am an Americanteer. Today is January 15th, 2023. Halfway through the month already. And I'm wondering, what am I doing? No, I'm not wondering what I'm doing. There's just seems to be like a lot going on. And so my plate is always full every day. I do have some semi-good news about my eyes. They might start, I've started seeing a doctor and taking some medication to see if it helps. And it may or may not. We thought it was a major allergy thing. And if it is, then I'm just allergic to light, which is unfortunate. And because I like candlelight, stuff. That's nice, and especially if it's scented, it has a little bit of smell to it. Smells good. So what's going on? What are we going to talk about? What kind of changes are we going to make? Are we going to be progressive? We're going to just slowly move along. Drop it in the comments of what you think what we should be doing. I'm always pushing toward having more Americanteers on board. And the bigger the voice, the more powerful we really are. And that's just, you have it's a power of self-will. I can't make people take that step. That first step, you may be a toughie. The only reason it feels like a tough step is because that step maybe gives you a sense of there's some sense of oh no, I'm accountable now. I'm responsible now to a new American kind of lifestyle, which is part of an ideology and not, it's semi-political, but not really, and it's a common sense ground for sure. And it's also working on different solutions and without the old formulas. Set that aside. Taking a neutral position. Not taking sides. Just looking at the big picture, with just the big picture of what it is, what are we talking about? What are people, I understand I'm always investigating and understanding what's going on. I do, for the most part, but there's no real why, I guess. No, it almost seems like it just keeps spinning around. And I keep waiting for something to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And nothing happens. It just keeps spinning and spinning. And change doesn't really come about. Because no one's really thinking about a new formula, a new step to go forward into. A new direction, looking for new ways to approach the issues instead of us gathering around to talk about the issues, which is one thing, but working on solutions is a whole other thing. It takes a lot more accountability. It takes a little bit more responsibility. You know, it takes setting aside your or just setting aside our ego, our vanity. You know, setting all that stuff aside. You know, and taking a neutral stand. You know, and you can still be a Republican. You can still be a Democrat. And you can join the Americanteers too. There's no rules saying you can't do that. And if you tell yourself, I can't do that, it's because that's what you're telling yourself. But I'm not telling you that. I'm not saying that. It's just you and your own manifestation, your own denial of I'd rather live in a dysfunctional lying system that's very corrupt rather than put any energy or effort into a new, a better America, which is what I know you really want. I know you do. I don't know why you're fighting against it, because it's really what you want. So, you know, when it's presented to you, you gotta seize it. You gotta seize that opportunity. Create some character, have some integrity, be loyal, you know, to something, you know, and move forward with that. Like I said, you can still be a part of whatever it is that you're a part of already. But you can also be an Americanteer. If you're a free thinker, if you do good deeds, you know, if you're not, you know, if you're a loving, kind person and you're not a hater, you know, it's definitely for you. You know, this is for just ordinary people who are looking at the arena and saying, and I hear this all the time, like, oh, I don't have anything to do with either sides of parties. You know, I stepped out of the political thing. It's all bad, corrupt, broken, dysfunctional. I agree with them. It is dysfunctional. You know, there is a disorder to it. You know, so but the step back too is like, well, then I have no responsibility, no accountability to either side, which makes me more just a citizen that's not going to take any action, a citizen that refuses to be responsible, a citizen that does not want to be accountable. And then we get upset when we have new laws, new regulations, other, you know, people, corporations telling us what they're going to do. We have no say-so. Technology taken over. We have no say-so. We have no opinion. We have no voice, if you really think about it, on either side. You think those people in the other parties want to talk about that kind of stuff? They're getting paid buckaroos, man. They're making money. You know, so, you know, this is, that's why we have to go to a new playing field and create the new set of rules that our government, you know, or politicians should be following anyways. But it's all gone chaos. It's rogue. You know, they just kind of do what they want to and then report back to us like they're doing that with the best they can for the people. And that's getting harder and harder and harder to believe, and we're becoming more separated. People are ripping us apart, and with hatred and with, you know, deception or corruption or, and lies, just kind of, breaking us up when we should be breaking up. We should be getting together. We should assemble as Americanteers and let our voice be heard. That we are here and we are different. We are different on all levels. And we're going to make a difference because of that. Because we're not going to play by the old rules. We're not going to use the same formula that they want us to. That's just to keep people down. Those are rules of oppression. They're meant to just make it more, separate us even more. And we can't let those people set that rule book. We are in charge. We have the power. We the people have the power. Remember that. Let that sink in a little bit. And we should not be afraid. We should not be fearful of stepping up and letting the world know, letting America know that we want real changes, and we're going to go ahead and present them. We're not going to wait around and play their silly games. They'll get in our heads. Make us Americanteers turn on each other. That's sad if you really think about it, because it's a positive, productive movement. And so there should really be no hate involved. The only reason it would get any hate is just from outsiders who dislike us being Americanteers. And it's like saying you dislike Girl Scout cookies. You don't like the Boy Scouts. It's just like, how can you not? How can you not say good things about a group of citizens in America doing good deeds? No harm in that. It's all very helpful. No, we're not harming ourselves. We're not harming others. It's an open door, open-minded place to go. It's a sanctuary of sorts for people who just feel like they don't fit in anywhere, but they want to be a part of something. This is all for you. And we can, start to really rumble, change, do great things. It really is that simple. I know it sounds complicated, but it's really not that complicated. Just join in, chip in, do what you can. I'm not, whatever you think it's workable for you, it's open-minded and workable for me too. So, it's a win-win. And we'll probably be saving lives in the future. Okay, well, have a great rest of the day. Be excellent. Peace. Love. We'll talk later. Okay? Bye.